Shame on Akufo-Addo, any NPP. NPP couldn't manage the economy and the affairs of this country well. Mahama is doing it. All thanks to Yera John Dramani Mahama. Captain Kwaji Smart, Abo NDC, Abaso, any the economic and management team, no, what you say. A year, Dr. Boomia baby, I know what went me and finding the samba. I ne, or say, yen den, yen san emfa. Ye kundwane kesiye pamfa mano wombreko akundwa ketwa no wantimi antena so na kesiye de obetimi antena so abusia yenti nsema Captain Kwaji Smart odi to dwa wey exclusively on Onua FM oni Mr. Speaker na etwetwe sankomo no mesro so do comment betum brankomo no ekoso odike any lawyer Ato Daisy enso atro mo adwen afa Ghana aware especially the Dulumba sense me abai yenko na yinti sankomo no before that the yinti captain yakoba na anase yedi eye the kidien so ebeto so ama
could you disagree with a lot of the assumptions, but you made it home come because the same IMF no project is by end of year the growth you be experiencing in our country no 4%. Clearly no what it means is that indicators are one more day my no all things being equal to say the economists more no economy no enkwa nkodru a year 2028 no na ye Canada eso ate aba fompa go you imagine
e just me ni ana bibia boko de
bibia fine now baby the heat never
ya na enu ti count na say I say major interviews ye kakra because ayana see intellectual dishonesty is the greatest killer of the African glory. And when you are talking to people who are intellectually dishonest, what happens to the listening public is that they create a very beautiful cloud of confusion in the minds of such people, especially the vulnerable listeners. They are not able to form a concrete opinion about the issue. And even the elite listeners know they are also confused on certain levels of figures and the consolidation of the idea which is being professed by the person who's actually being interviewed. And it confuses you, the host, and then at the end of the day, we gain nothing out of this interview. And that is why, personally, I think that we need to do away with excessively politically motivated individuals in handling our energy sector and the economy in general. When we do that, then we'll be able to subdue and succumb all other ill intent about either painting the NPP black, making the NDC look good, or painting the NDC black, or making the NPP look good, and make sure that we can have a clear-cut graph being properly explained, detailed,
position for the national conversation.
You know, so these are the things that I think that we need going forward as people. We should be able to do, because we do not have to sit down, put our fingers in our mouths, bite ourselves, see blood oozing out, and then we go rush to the hospital and tell the doctor that somebody bite me. You bite it yourself.
A lot of disagreement with
you see, one critical thing that I
don't know for Bapao.
Oh, there been cabrofo. Me can't hear them.
And yet you now comes through. Oh, cabrofo now.
One critical thing that we need to be very careful about is this issue of GDP and HDI, not HDP, HDI. Look, the world has moved away from gross domestic product to human development index.
Yeah.
So when you are talking to anybody and the person is fixated in the understanding of GDP, it sends a signal to me that the person is actually divorced from the normal understanding of building the capacity of individuals and the nation to the normal and then we see her, just those things. And I think that yeah, big guys now more academia and should help us. Not to read what somebody has written in UK, in Australia, in Sweden, and everything. Number one, hey, I'm putting as a camera for.
I nothing was all camera.
Number one, senior GDP.
There is a lot of poverty
in your system.
In the system. Sikano does not reflect indicators ninya impact.
That's just saying. But you're not about the side, not interesting. Say about the side. No,
I agree with you. I understand.
Not interesting. Number one. Or say, I buy way or honing yes, she be in this. But let me tell you, so two on pill. John Mahama at 2 I'm managing Ghana economy no 9 months no far better than the 8 years of Akufo-Addo Kenuforiata.
And none of many in your banter were because there were figures at no.
Or say I buy no coy no.
Yes.
And now on to me Bobby Sentin I buy we soon to me Bobby here. But I buy we buy or Bobby here.
I saw what taught treasury bills near there. Yes. And then you intend
into the end of a say.
Or no kind in terms of external market.
Number one. Last year second of Friata one Kobobisia.
There was one G external borrowing.
But last year February then of course. On Google. Normally who said last year February then see. Can of Friata call him. Yeah, last year February. But February 2024 and 2024 and then come to say then it's here. That's number one. Number two, senior here say who ya dear na make at smart.
Yeah,
me first make say Mr. Speaker buy no or ya dear ya before buy no or ya dear GH boy buy no or ya dear Nana Kwame buy no or ya dear me bunia ye. Next time in Pewo Kainko. The reality of the matter is that I'll say a buy $9 they come.
I'll say a binding share down for model.
A binding for model and
then say a Bank of Ghana.
And as I say, a John Mahama or your lifetime president. You see, when they are talking as people that belong to the academia, I also respectfully want them to credit some of us with some level of knowledge. It is a binding for model be by Mahama is swearing in $1 and started so and then Mahama here president so be because dollar and Mahama depend on coffin or Chakufa do no cosro. Is that an analogy? Or bet me about the catch also way I have simplified it, but the reality is that where there's no model, there's no details. When we are managing an economy and you do not have models, you cannot have details.
You got the details in the model.
It's in the model.
You know, yeah.
And see, about me about say president to be just a speech. My you say models now you throw book 1844, 1703, and 1932 models na gumuno ohun say ya announce say eno ba ko na ye use no hwe ni ho. The question is that if you have a model, you'll be able to pay salaries.
Yes,
if you have a model, you can cut your quota according to your fabric. Say kon ko bobesia. Then I buy the case on international market then ko bobesia.
Yeah.
Na ne ho nche no tumi to odatua salaries. Bisalma say no a model man no your friend say. Is it a Samado model? Or what kind of model is that?
So buying decide say or no or the internal borrowing the bege adwuma.
IMF na no tenasia no who say Ghana ye ho chie.
Yeah.
Mahama de kum 2016 no okono. Osafman for catch say wo mobile mmeko. 95.1. Omo IMF be wie. Omo to ni wie. Omo extend it. IMF for train no 2020. And the economy started say if 2021 see November 2024. Now it's worse than worse. Now IMF I had the projection. But one thing again, yeah, kasa yete Ghana hano. Yeah, hu ye ne kan. Woni madia ekushi na economy ni sesi a. Gold kakra bi na gold board etumi ato no.
Etoba no ho.
Because they say
I don't mind more reserves.
Fiscal consolidation. Says how we you track how say it doesn't mean anything to anybody. Because at the end of the day, now GDP, Human Development Index in the year, so individuals are now finding their own means of developing their capacities, making sure they will be able to live and live successfully. Unlike before, that everything was actually subjected to the corridors of government. These days, people are objective to listen and read and look into the future and say that, dear friend Captain Smart, I am paid XYZ amount at the end of the month. If government is not able to manage their lot, I as an individual, I have the responsibility
to manage yourself.
Exactly. So Human Development Index is what we are looking for. In any case, Yamobisia and free senior high school last year. This is what I say Yamobisia school free senior high school. What? IMF say by 2026, Ghana, before Kenufurata left, it was 94.8% of their so-called total GDP.
I was in there 60%.
When he's 60%.
60%.
Say he's 60%. Say he's 60. Ghana, yeah, okay, my GDP no by say. That's how they cover 1 trillion Ghana cedis. And then I look 60%. Please, they should credit us with some knowledge. We are not little guys anymore. Huh? Nah, they know all from nowhere. I do him above him.
Yeah.
As a high sales for no every economy. And I'm going to tell you, whom. I don't know what to whom. Now, a year economist now work room hana. Political
95.1
discussion na you want to say aban ne yehwe na de na ba fam say obi yehwe e ma ka kosoro na obi yehwe e ma ka kosoro
yeah,
and obi so yehwe e na kare ba fam say ne pa me no na yansafo ma men kan bi na tia say
obi ye bibi ma ka kosoro
and obi so ba no onye yehwe kare so ba fam wo me no na yansafo Eti yenjin tum say Mahama nyehwe yate ase atofo se nyehwe yate ase but atofo se ne jo Mahama yi wo muti organ economy no dollar no ba fom
exactly
and I also say onyehwe the dollar ne ba fom nti den e koka dan na anyehwe nti ama dollar ne ba fom NPP time say na Bank of Ghana to gold,
yeah,
but it was not
gold for oil.
Yes, it was not the gold board,
PMMC,
but wo mo to gold ni na no na dollar ne kosoro meboa we catch so to gold bebre but still na dollar ne kosoro
I know they say near the koji oil
good say see obi buy and o say me the gold board aba ono start say auto gold ni bebre no dollar ne ba fam say gold market na your baskets. People do not understand the gold business. Woko Saudi Arabia, woko America, woko Switzerland, now about Dubai. These are the countries that top gold in huge quantities.
Yeah.
The biggest basket of gold buying is in Dubai. It's what America, so if you are an economist and you tell me say Obinya she ni what plan to be any $100 neighbor for my abba. Number 2, senior. Say to we. Answer na IMF bebo abasoro. Now uko election. Let's say omo krokro. Magana for so ho akono. Na omo timi ato abama. This is the very first time in the economic history of this country in the Fourth Republic. Sa bayedi 1 year pe na IMF ebo abai na baso. Somebody should show me any record otherwise, and I'll quote to that.
The big story.
Obin any other documents, and then I'll quote to that. Say ya me no kase no. Ye kano. I am for class 56.1%.
Yeah.
A decline when projected. So by 2026, we are looking at 56.1. Also by 2027.
53,
and by 2028 about 51%.
Yeah.
Share Sato first in court trend here okuya. Na abaino eye fiscally disciplined. They said the omo yes I am telling you 51 no krebe for Manchester. Do you know what Mahama is doing? Me this ni. Do you know what Mahama is doing?
Oh, yeah,
say we are MP. Adena your friend no MP share of the common fund no.
Yeah.
Wa repackaging no. Or the be share big push os adenim. And or the share a feed Ghana nim.
Okay.
And or the share your friend say 24-hour economy nim. It's we your MP and yes I kwa jisika na kwabonsa we yase biom. Na ba sika. Your lot is within the policy. So you have to access that one. No problem. Ever since I took first my well, so I took a
and there's so much as your monko.
It is a what's now shedding February 2024 crab
Big story 195.
And you didn't say boss am and kwakura for sikakura no maji good bank. Me ya mama haircut. Me ama kwatimiti so that
I own your haircut.
Me wa haircut. Me was no ma barbering shop dada. What is the economy saying? And I say Ghana economy no, a small, a very small economy. Now watch this. How do you determine the size of an economy? Economy is a different way.
The activities, production, and in the
So sometimes can we say that the total number of citizens in a country contribute the activities of the economy in their respective country and how the economy will perform?
Yeah.
Is it correct? Okay, if it is correct, Ghana and Denmark, one of your population is so. One economy, your population is so. People should answer. That's what I'm saying, sir. Yeah, economists, you know, they should stop, with all due respect to my big brother. We should stop behaving like Dr. Baumia. When you have a written speech and you go and you read, it doesn't solve a problem.
The actuality.
Yes, it doesn't solve a problem.
Okay.
We want the realities on the ground. Now, the reality on the ground is that Ubeja tomorrow, Wunjin tomorrow, says me costs $1. Mean 17 cities.
Is it I was saying 12 cities? 11. 11.5.
No, apart from that.
Online transactions is about 12.19.
No, it's 12.8.
Okay.
Say it's 12.8.
Okay.
Yes.
Sadam is 17
forest bureaus, no?
Yes.
No, like I'm talking about online transactions.
Sir, Mrs. Can Mrs. 17.5. Nasene 12.8. Pacho melusu ana mageni.
So again.
Now we economists and our catch them sabani nyeshe na abafom. And the Mahama hu. Until dollar hu na no abafom.
Very well.
Enti no sabana ye bibi e ya. Yen kan chen se wa ya ade ye.
Ne entoaso.
Ne entoaso. Ne so no so galam se ade no. Ase basura na age kofam. Omo yen clear cut bibi a measure bia. But yes, say we are talking about how we can develop the human capacity we have. What's the studio highway? What can your age ni na boma averagely? Yeah, what hanging na no average. You do 55 years. Averagely, what the info crack you do 55 years. Because you sitting here, you are less than 40. GH is less than 40. My brother sitting here, I'm sure he's less than 40. Of course, you are less than 40. I am 45. You are also 45, 1980. So, what can you in a year age that's all finding average?
The big story.
You come to appreciate the fact that the system where the old guards were sitting on radio, sitting on TV, having a national discourse. Yeah, why pay? So, what do you have to do as a government? I need a big push to see that mikro mukwai yeah. So that's a mikro water factory. These are the things we're talking about. And today, power macho. Yes, they're economists, you know.
Okay.
We love them, we respect them. But say, I know you want to say, Mecca say, Obia say, the IMF I can hear Yakao Krum Hadada. IMF answer no Becca and him said $1 from. Say a cosmetical, say a real, I know phobia. Because Jacob for time, $1 is in the bay. Say a cosmetical, say a papa that time, Yama no $6 could do benefit. So we should rather find means and come as economist no more. Say model be a crampon niho. And I'm $1 ne call from city no cost na $1 ne ba for ma. Ka economist there Ghana ha no meeting.
I mean, for the purposes of education, I mean, one more 80 years so munyamunti asiye. Many have you call said say and crofo e call no dodo na hormone ti di omo kwakoye no ase enti na issues bebre na no eba after say one of the spouses free mo na affair the consensus aba mostly no say be man free mo anasa de bebre na no a tiber oba ni free my lose as if say no you're calm kakra. What does the law say about some of these things? I mean, I'm taking on the spot, but I know say obey deliver.
Anyway, mami friend check asema ya shofu native. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, bring you Obana war some number some is about a whole week topic. The reason is that there are different dynamics.
Exactly.
You see, but the major issue is that wherever there is legal pluralism, there are different types of marriage. The problem. Customary marriage is accepted by law.
By law. And people are saying say customary marriage. Rano, your friend is saying. Amamre kwan so di ayeye no eno no na ye aware bumukran so say no so nya aware. So I mean, just for the purposes of clarity, I have stated earlier this morning say already Article 11 of the 1992 Constitution, sources of our laws categorically estate teachers say customary laws a part of your laws enti oko akan amamre mu koyo mu faso yo mu niema yemra no agiatum okay nti ahemfo ne hyehyɛ yo mu aye abusua hyehyɛ ye wo ho yagitum as part of our laws oko enkranman mu ayigbeman mu baabi a wo bia no the customary practice are existing wo ho no the Constitution acknowledges say a part of your laws, but you hear people making certain commentaries then you ask yourself say I mean, are we really educated when it comes to some of these things?
So there is lack of it, and on internet either make the because customary marriage, even though it is accepted by law, when it comes to ordinance, or there say your ordinance marriage, even if there is a customary one there, that needs to be dissolved. Because immediately into a marriage by ordinance, then you have another woman somewhere is by customary under customary law and any other form of marriage. Into ordinance is supposed to override any or annul any other one that is known. So that is why I will be babo wara. If connect command notice, you are given 21 days. It is announced, it is published so that obi wo baby the person is supposed to come, and that is why they say that you either talk today or hold your peace forever. It is a the meaning panel for the member kwano do all the things that the law says. Na se obia makahwe obia enyi mpoi asembia amba na yimpani ya zenesha shase de ame na osimesi ya ja atum de yem sere shembrase ma ya wara obi nya asam kochna
mitiopa
inti se wakada ya sofa I don't ya sofa na wo shembra asofu mpiempiem obia de onkoy ordinance. But you see, Christianity
in simple terms, no, cancer member. In simple terms, say we worry under ordinance. A one man, one wife.
Monogamous,
right? Yes. Untime worry oba fufrobia and count. Untime worry bema fufrobia. Okay, but we customary marriage.
That's polygamous.
That is polygamous. The parliament me decide this so worry me no and but when you marry under ordinance, a one man, one wife.
Customary no.
Yes.
Bear man ne won kwan so worry more than one. And now ban so won kwan so worry more than one.
Customary ni dey say no dey
customary it's so me find oya amambra inti say akana amambre mu o ma wo kwan de besia tum wore ebien na ebasa embra ni gitum once it does not it meets the customs of that particular.
But I don't think amambre bi wo sir.
Yes.
Say oba betimi aware.
Wo kasa do kan tell mama
me ba
no me can
my customary ni bi akosen sign
okay why your customary and will be a wakosen sign
ma sensa wo KMA
okay
kumase eti process wo mu dey fa mu minimum
okay
and lawyer so can ordinance in man lawyer to
okay it's clear. You understand? Even in the Islam,
they all kind
in Islam.
Okay, can Islam the anyway? We are more clarify their work.
Islam also has their own laws around
their
marriage.
Yeah,
it's also recognized by law. Yeah. You understand?
Islamic marriage.
Christians there.
Yes.
Ordinance.
Even it's not just Christians.
Necessarily for
in
Christians.
Fact,
so
even if you are a Muslim and you decide that you want to marry under the Ordinance Act, it is accepted. The only thing we need to understand that once you do the ordinance, you cannot marry again. Exactly. So that is the only difference. But when you enter in you feel them obri say and obri them and most of us are using marriage as a form of doing
acquiring wealth. Yes, acquiring properties.
You understand? Into be ni reason or worrying there may pesika bi ordinary to the ochina in the next 5-10 years say you are I will be able to inherit whatever you have obo mba no ho ban
but almost because
it's true I can agree with that but you see sometimes besebi owa onye benyina atena abre all her life.
Yes.
You understand? Exactly.
Good.
Intina a decision. Say more your ordinance or a decision between the man and the woman. Benyini na besia. Inti sami besia no ma ja to me dem. Mezemensa re shase. Ami benyini ma ja to me dem. Mezemensa shase de. Ma worry we me your babia we wechira. It's a commitment. Exactly.
It's a commitment. And no cry enough.
Exactly.
Right?
That
is why we offer medemensa shem rase say me worry we me nko worry oba foforo bia anya den enka wo ho ordinance de akire nyina
no offer say
offer
lawyer we dem say
offer sir
the woman say say we call registrar department right now correct ordinance do a a seeking for divorce
okay
go there a door so say the woman what is here. My research.
Oh yes.
Yeah, take time for me. Yeah, take time and go and find it.
On your is not something that is a problem. Oh yeah, no quite there. There are so many divorce cases before either the court, if you call police. I think headquarters they do some reports like that, right? But the issue is that it's because in conformity maybe
yeah.
It's like I remember
only thing I want to want to question the madness, and some people too the divorce rate and sometimes also because of the reason why they married. Some people marry because there's a contract.
Expectation. Yeah.
There's even a contract and understanding. If you are me a car for traveling,
yeah.
I need us to marry so that I can do that. If you are quite divorced, it is all counted as a part of the reasons.
But in real terms, the way 7 previous someone anymore. Ordinance no yenya emomo awari bia menim the way a man rock shoulders
with the men on the hammer
maybe with the men
shoulders maybe
shoulders e bi say we am missus wonu am ba hado do me pesa oh we dey nyam say me man
of a man with the real life experience, you know, because I mean these are major issues are happening.
Woman taba hado do frequent here. Yeah, Mrs. Oceania privacy. Where you say, where me, Mrs. Men, you say, I suppose a bemano, a bedroom now after one show.
What it?
Apart from a Japaniano crown, 7 previous, yen say, a bema de baby won't tell the Janono. Oh, my, quite crammer one cassa, oh, enjoy when Yama wapa 7 previous, BBC between the Biajano. And majority of the people who don't see a say be sincere with themselves and to God 90% in happy. Me koye a customary no unyami dey me one for fee. Me hear that but then what trim say yeah ordinance we say that abusuafo obi agye bi me de mama se me tudwa mo bi ati
me die
afei me de me yire wura business me de me business on the soma me ko me ba me ko fe du ba bi no masa on ayi efie die no kra na makoke ma akosensan no no ro kushudes am say what me nya ba ye na msa de no koke me na msa me ware wi so kan
oh sir
oh yes anu me say me so dike o ware ba ko ha ma yes o be sensan me say an warum ko yi faal ba ko yi ba no na me repain ni ho o say ura papa no ware ba ko dada wodo ba so be ware open so was an was sad go be ba kina I be to so me nsa ye be ware na ma no open so was an no mo say san am tim baby
okay
no
say ma so ma do me
of our yere mu ye mie no
pani no I say konkon because anya ma no enfata ba
pie nkasa
Matias eti no ama me ho ato me
I see
say japade odi o me juju say wodi ani eti ase me do ama ma ye de ma ye odi ni fa ewu achi bibia ni obi say obi ate no so obi agya na ba bi odina kama enu kan me na mo so my fresh you say ga ordinance ya kasa be ka me point because we don't respect you. A lot of them doesn't respect. They rock shoulders with the men and they think say once I ring a version in sa well you say I know the name krum. That is all. It is education and I said the lawyer king. You be mama na tia say the mere fathers will be our ordinance no doesn't take away how I say obebre ho ase enu kuna tan the way man my ho so sa ordinance ni mo no ano ordinance dodo ama mema dodo na enu ho so mu ye e bia video so wo mu ntim meka ba so hwe mu pa asofo kra no mu na di animu e ware e hira ware so man krofo no they are going through a lot in their marriages but one of can kire no eti deculturalization means a part of it other than that no seven previous and what no ma me no abusuafo bible no cry e kan wo se wo oba no ani gino ko wo abusuafo ne koye e ho amamre ye di bibi e wo ye famu a e na amane ye event e da no a ye no ba cho tia se ti amamre ni amamre des amane ne ye e kwan fa so ye no e na amamre no ye amamra ne yakwan fa so ye no e na amane ye event e da na e happen no e na e frɛ na ai amane enti no ye de ye hunu sa de na che em say
na ye kan say onye de ordinance no ye problem but the problem is that ikofu nim there customary no the law accept it.
Yeah.
And it's omrem.
You understand? So it's a choice. It's a choice that and
it's not to be for customer.
Bibiana it take a choice, you know. There are consequences.
Yeah.
You understand? When you understand that every choice you make, it comes with no sunsandwa.
Yeah.
You will know which one you will choose
exactly.
That will suit your cause.
And the lawyer, yeah.
Because in Benyinfo Bisuwa, they even will prefer ordinance. Hey, and I make that we are looking at one side, but they are Besafubu or Charlie Sikawa one or say Beyinis. It's Beyinos who cry on a post or pro ordinance.
I contract marriage.
No, but for me,
so we need to understand that.
For me,
it is not
cancer. What they now, yeah.
Ordinance.
Yes. Wawuana.
Mean
Oh no, wife, you're fine, right?
Yes.
Mo hwe nkwala de kama.
Yes.
Boni bia no over exam.
I'm man won't do because my
ordinance.
Tio.
Into obiana moti.
Ina wom.
Tio.
Say enei over meba. Say enei customary kra na wo ye. Na yemfa ne say ya memfa sama. Oto benkum so a. Na wanye wo kra na PNDC law 111 no ebeche wajapade bia de ama wo yene no ma
da bi lawyer no fa say anya ajapade asem ne ye kan se sia ho wo tia sia na
ajapade no na mama
dabi me da nya na issue because say no ye nyina ajatum say ajapade na busuanya kakra o ma ne eri nya binya sa enti bema bia ya we but unya koye wedding na one kasa wasitrem
don't do your work
wasitrem anu oba ni tifie ho esesa ni suban media me bebra mahu esesa oba ni suban e ma oba no roku shoulders e ma ni fi say asa ya wedding together no you can say more tighter than not together no a man that
that authority
on your authority
but even customer can make somebody pump
first
one hour at that time now
customer
she will feel very proud and even tell me starting all your baby
yes
oh you su
me kana unya ya there's a window it is a window na da no am yesterday to say window no am yesterday because we call ordinance say also call divorce I want implications say ba
oh yes
now afi
speaker on Pebre on the
but you remember
ordinance no
yes
that means that say person you have to go through a lot of processes
and one you have to go through the court
yes
processes and procedure where say will follow
exactly.
through the court court be granted divorce
now you know divorce by na bibi so to aso
bibi dey
so lawyer prenuptial agreement mo can say prenuptial
say bia a small trend on Abia Bashir was simplified.
Yes.
I think Bashir has simplified it, but it will be an amount. All we are saying is there are choices.
No, but the said the sharing of the properties and after divorce and at the end
what divorce is sharing of property in a
but of another day. Even as you are here, the current position of the law, there is a case called Mensa and Mensa 2. Current position of the law, our Supreme Court a ruling in a say whether ordinance, whether customary, so far as you are a spouse, what worry or banos, whether customary or ordinance. E japadie bi e be pie mu abaso oba sika ka ho se be ma sika ka ho ana ne sika nka ho e mu mie no ne dia it doesn't matter whether customary or
but no
the issue is that customary is accepted by law
so
I agree
yes so
but now say me listen to me now say me sati emra fufu bia no mo kan ho say if lawyer me writer o mo say o ware oba wo ko ware be ma na ebe japadie mu se bia divorce abana mo che japadie also prove beyond reasonable doubt investment
substantial contribution and no has been ruled out.
These were proposed amendments and I be mu pede way department
that be no kra na mensa 1
not even accepted
cases no mensa 1 wo ho mensa 2 wo ho Supreme Court no time be on be ruling on a case biya no sa case on mo no ebe yemra foforo enti de wo ka no eye mensa 1 no your ba ne be ma wo mo aware ye na aware gya ye na eba na Supreme Court ka say esese wo ba no wo kire wo contribution ebi a yesi dan yi wo de 1 cedi be ka ho wo to nsuo gallon ana wo yesi later ana Supreme Court na atena say ebi in mensa 2 say there be oba ne se wanyi sika bia kra na daje a wo se ye hwe nkwala no ma wutimi kwa abonten ko ye adwuma de si dan no ono so ne contribution no for that reason they say you do not have to prove substantial contribution na wo de aba ejapade anim ana aware anim so far as am ye together ne de over wutie so far as am aware am ye together ne de ejapade bi am be ye bia no eye mo mienu ni nyina adea
na say
en court
you say ma bo me bra adu baabi ma busuafo ne bo ame mia ma koma mu no ma hu say ifie sika bi kra na bia lawyer ye tam de mam say odike me baba kasa ya mam skasa me fa nya aduma
marriage and lawyer question be on the matter of
maminyi the offer ba na ba
ana me diska ya aduma na ma koma ni bia ma si fie be mienu mi hia ho kani waba uba no property na me amesi dada no we enjoy bi after 6 months o se makoye ordinance o sedenti aware kwa onen entrance bi enti encha japade ne mfa ade ma enya sa
enti position in there
whatever say 2 3 4 years whatever
yes, this is the position of the law Ejapade bi a ye no wabra wonware ye eye wo dia oba ne ye ejapade bi wabra onware ye a ono nso eye ne dia but the moment a mo be ware a mo be kan bom no mo to asase ne ye mu nyina dia
nje me wo Bedford eye cargo car ansa na wo be ware me
eye wo dia
eye me dia car da so ye adwuma bra ya ware ye
na so e wo da
eye wo dia car ni sika ni bi media sidan eye wanum dia
car ni sika
media sidan
mo ware na ansa na
mo ware
car da so wa ma iska car da so wa ma iska media consider me no wan dia
say dem time na ya was or ye me no wo da
then na wasidi na yamu mienu ne dia car ne dia ye wa wo dia
car so process ni bi na di sidan
but it doesn't matter
anya na prenuptial agreement no yenye ma ye unu se wo ba ware na kuta we no su kuta we
ejenu be ye bi sa
obia fa ne property a no o da anya sa dia sa aware mu ajapade atete mikoja aware na me na che ne those kind of you know obi betima transia de no wa be shishi skani bi wo ne no ware be di ya o se meja aware ya nche
ma Basiru bre mu
actually thing is that sometimes when you meet people and you so really love them would you even think about this thing
lawyer anyway but to me cho opinion men really that say wo ba woni ne to suban na ono to se sia no say suban na be kwa wie ye be times and seasons.
No, that's not what we said.
Influence, outside influence.
No,
and I'm for
I think that was
Abushua influence.
On your net, my kind there, some may be saying there. Babo Robia. Sometimes Ishiana. I don't know when you're doing it. Imbe when you are.
Emma won't be inside.
America. It's Obi on dream put it. My young friend, one number of me a minute. I
offer. Mamma, we got Basiru Ben, what about Uti? A money be or what? What Reno? Na offer ni kunachi, ye Japade. You see, my money in Enkasa. But Obebia, what worry? Offer Ukunachi, ye Japade. Wabra wukunu ni nya we so far as ma worry ansa na wo ye se Japade no se be ma ni hu no de kokota Japade na ye ne be ma ni nyina de it doesn't matter say wasin wo krom ana se be ma na contribute it doesn't matter it applies both ways yes me kind of cry natural but a member no
me mo man so betwe
a member ni nim yes e ba ni say
e ba ni say kwa be ma do na fo be kan say enkwara ni nti
but that is the law it me bo
this honest women Emma mema bibre ye mobo wa brabo wanya gidi amane bi kwa on e manage usika ma bi kwa ye na wo kwan wo ko ba o mere no hwe akire no this can be what divert
and you want divert no the properties no se wo hu na wo court the be che e de odiam it applies both ways Emrano does not treat a man differently.
This honesty pay wa him no. Se me ka bi akse wa shock. Ya no mo wa ko cheat.
Time no go. Asem na make sure say odiko on pebre. The stress of going to court to do certain things no on person be. Inti and also acquire customary marriage which is of course lawyer can say is acceptable. It's within the remit of our law say you can do that customary law. You see but question I'm person say how about your girlfriend say we now when you bibia to say we hear it but then you want father kwabusi and say oh ko ware no you didn't do anything within the remit of the family say oh we hear it that's it sa obano can the lady inherit your property
now what
what worry
awangasa wo yiri wo baby foforo and I hear
this one year kura
ti mo twempna
na ya wo baba ko ba ko bienu
that's a beautiful lines there question yes but they are quite interesting
Emoframan are key to some of these things
yes
and once I mbawo no able to have certain claims that you can make as because you see say mbe nyima are very different because yimpa na onye wo ye damade oko he is not there to say that mpa na me wo bibia na me wu yihwe And I think I don't know whether I need to find out whether that has also, because there are some women rights groups
Yes,
they were promoting such laws.
Yes.
To cover women who for for 20 years 30 years onward. You understand that the fact that but for 20 years I do everything that a wife should
You're
do.
supposed to do.
You understand? And you know that sometimes even can come in as cohabitation.
Cohabitation, yes.
You understand?
So yetimi hu ene dollar no wonders, and in fact this dirty December, burgers will bleed, says Osajifo Kevin Eko Badu Taylor. In fact, anya burgers mpoa, we the bloggers yenso what I say. Inti ya idin guess so no burgers bloggers yenso ye be bleed papa. Isan say dollar ne koso a okoso edema bloggers yenso. Abusua, but in any way no ye be anything, and media me concerns and as the bia ma dwenkyere any the me pese me kan say dollar na ekofo no, it should reflect on our what economy. When we talk about the economy implies the day-to-day activities in this country. That is simply definition of economy. Me, I've studied economics in Jamaica. It is day-to-day activities. Day-to-day, the be a cost of Ghana hado. Any economy, any how we see manage and esiafa. What you say, how you can use how you can use your resources judiciously, wisely. Now what media purchase and and that's what media certify wants, not your needs, because nobody, your need, your wants, okay, wants is different from needs. Needs bit say aduane, when you aduane a you can't survive, when you you can't for when you survive. That is need. So that is the essentials and not the den we see here. But wants bit say my year bombing say me rest band year bombing say me chen ye dem me ko mu atade akra de ene be needs. But no enye needs, because obi a wate ntoma nam baabi a won sha atade onye ngui onnam ho. But needs ya de wanya preprenya could die. What I say enti abusiafo me de me pese me chain and say NDC for emma dollar depreciation and reflecting on the economy. And he say oko market oko dwaso a aduane a yetodi atade a yetodi hye ho enema yetodi ye ho ene sebi petrol yetogu ye ka mu e wo se sotie e wo se sotie bibia sebi yedi sika ene etobia no e wo se reflect on anye se bia dollar akofoma na obi still na obi di sebi dollar no bebre akofa ana dollar ketuwa bi akofa niema bebre e di abaga na ha no odi akofa niema abaga na ha no na nipa no instead of say obetete niema no so no on tete so that one no your friend no cause 90 work enka dollar na mba for nkran nke den nkeye enti always be ano I will say reflect on the market. That is the main, the main factor. Your economy with the markets. And yama no before. Yama no say be budano. They know the raw economy. They know how to manage the economy. And until they be a Dr. Kisato forcing. Bra or modern year finance minister na OTC market. A year down suman OTC. Aboburushi. OTC Kaneshi, OTC big KJT market in this country, and will be so almost a ding and a yen for mamu, and put DNA coso ewo market, yidrum, and a mumana dream. I ne kissing at of forcing or ye mason at the bois on my concon Ghana. What in the metro say? It is $1 bafom, that's a sebi, the seeding so a ejina brania, it was a reflected on our pockets. I was saying to your bottom a yete, a dancy huniama, and name who's a cement bore aquafom papa. Cement bore aquafom. The price of bag of cement has reduced. It has shrink. It has shrink. What you say? Swat a sharaba form. It in the demand, you know. I they say the demand akosro. It is supply and so I they form. Tell him I the days of my what economy, and I say the days of my economists. The days I was studying that is, I mean, senior high for you. So, Mama, you who dear, when you say, Biamo Betnas, no more lecture, economy, now you say, $1 now you say, Sabi, Bibi, Koya, and you won't become a come do be a, and you won't catch and say, Kodidi. But a common dinner will be to your catch and Kodidi, Koya, say, Nipan own for you. But a come a dinner or tin when you man now, Dimirica, echo. Until you say economy news agent ya, we can notify. Yansu yet meka, said the nema echo ye, said the ne, sebi nema, sebi abu, sebi yado, the agent and hanshi. Enti MPP for ne dear more busy or more cassa. Uma injo mono cassa after so mbeka say, you know, and they was saying, I am. What in the metronasi? Inti sana. I don't know. It's a children conversation. Man, still remains your number one authentic platform, Mega TV. So, with the best of news, authentic news. What you say? And then, Munweti or Sarge for Kevin Taylor. I think that's the time I was creating video. Kanawaba or Sarge for Kobri Kachi, and don't need the ghosting no ebeba. Now, Moban so the anati went to me and Shana Nadia. With the Bemont, Ahumachina was waiting. I enjoy the Osage for Kevin Taylor. I know no one can say Binkofuya die. Ye moving the go moon to me, but Encasebi, your mom word, your want any more, but ye bit is a mega day. Me brand, you can't deceive me. Sanity. I was young. Yankopo is my crowd. Bye bye.